Hello everyone, I'm quite excited to be here and excited about this presentation. This presentation is all about AirAsia and I'm going to impart about AirAsia. So let's have a look.
AirAsia is a Malaysian low-cost airline headquartered near Kuala Lumpur. It is the largest airline in Malaysia both its size and destination. It was established in 1993 and began operation on 18 November in 1996. It was founded by government and conglomerate DBR, a HiCom.
AirAsia's parent company is Tune Group. One of the noticeable services of AirAsia is accredited by the KL Sharia principle that it doesn't serve alcohol or pork on their regional AirAsia Group flights. AirAsia Group operates scheduled domestic and international flights to more than 165 destinations spanning around 25 countries. AirAsia operates 180 flights daily. Its affiliate airlines are Thai AirAsia, Indonesia AirAsia, Philippines AirAsia, and AirAsia India. Its main hub is Kila 2, the low-cost carrier terminal at Kuala Lumpur International Airport in Sepang, Selangor, Malaysia. AirAsia has named as the world's best low-cost carrier for 11 years in a row, including the latest award for the year 2019. That's all I have to say.
Assalamu alaikum. Now I will discuss about the AirAsia's mission and vision. So basically, mission defines the company's business, its objectives and its approach to reach those objectives. And vision describes the desired future position of the company. So let's start. AirAsia's mission to be the best company to work for whereby employees are treated as part of a big family, create a globally recognized Asian brand to attain the lowest cost so that everyone can fly with AirAsia, maintain the highest quality product, embracing technology to reduce cost and enhance service levels. AirAsia's vision is to be the largest low-cost airline in Asia, serving the 3 billion people who are currently underserved due to poor connectivity and high fares, and it aspires to be the leading low-cost carrier in the Asian region that offers five-star service, 95% off-time performance. At the same time, it wants to promote Malaysian hospitality and the local food. In addition to charging lowest fares and focusing on customer, it also would like to develop various products and services. That's all.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. In this stage, I am going to speak about that marketing strategy of AirAsia, place strategy of AirAsia, and price strategy of AirAsia. So let's.
AirAsia marketing strategy. AirAsia is the second multinational airline in Malaysia. It is also known as the first popular low-cost airlines, which gives possibility to everyone to fly in everywhere. AirAsia customer focused that the budget segment of Southeastern AirAsia passengers. Channels. There are some way by which AirAsia to the market, and there are some channels. Multilingual website, telephone booking center, sales office, travel agent, partnership with local bank and post office. It's have to very special by SMS for the first time in AirAsia. Then play strategy. AirAsia has massive operations spread across more than 160 plus destinations worldwide, spread across 25 countries. It's up to appoints authorized travel agent, pay tickets by cash at any airlines, bank branch in Malaysia, and forming airlines, AirAsia and Jetstar. Then price strategy. Price strategy is the most common price strategy employed by AirAsia. AirAsia usually set a low initial price for and fares special for those newly open destinations in order to capture a large mass of market share. That's all.
In this presentation, I will discuss pest analysis of AirAsia. So let's start. Pest analysis helps organization take better business decisions and improve efficiency by studying various factors which might influence a business such as political, economic, technology, and social. Political. Charging low fare by Malaysia government, political instability in other Asian big countries like India, Thailand, Indonesia. Easy to capture other Asian market. Next one, economy. Oil price. Government of Malaysia increasing facilities toward airlines business. The next is technology, online service. Security one May Day is advanced. And the last one is social. AirAsia believe in safety first, creating a scope in Malaysian tourism sector.
In this stage, I will discuss with you impact of market liberalization. Let's start. AirAsia impact by the market liberalization in both positive as well as negative way. The success of the company can be due to company willingness to take risks through using the innovative strategies. That's all.
Assalamu alaikum. Competitive advantage. Competitive advantage is a firm ability to achieve market and financial superiority over its competitors. It can be achieved in different ways, like outperforming its competitors, price, quality, innovation, flexibility, etc. Now I will discuss competitive advantage of AirAsia. Competitive advantage with low-cost airline business. AirAsia is the leading and largest low-cost carrier in Asia. Headquartered near Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. They are servicing a network covering more than 165 routes spread across Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, China, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and Australia. AirAsia is providing the low fare by using the following measures: fly maximum, space utilization, more do it yourself, no frills service, minimum type of aircraft, secondary airports, and lean distribution system. Less time on the ground in fly maximum, this high aircraft utilization and high productivity. Space utilization as a major factor in designing in the seating arrangement, more do it yourself. This save operational cost. No frills service are more comfortable. Minimum type of aircraft, mainly Airbus A320 Secondary airport are used which are cheaper, not busy, and provide less time. The use lean distribution system, it means very few sales office and more than 85% sales and website.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. Now I will discuss about the topic of AirAsia achievement. AirAsia have a lot of achievement, and with the achievement they have reached around a stage of success.
Developing Airline of the Year 2003 by Air Finance Journal. CEO of the Year by Business Time and American Express. CIO Top 100 Honor for Excellence in Statistic IT Development. Obedient Malaysian Superbrand status by Superbrand International. AirAsia has won World Best Low-Cost Airline for the 11th year in a row at the prestigious Skytrax World Line Award 2019. The Skytrax World Airline Award are considered the global benchmark of airline excellence. This year, results were decided by a survey of 21.65 million customers of nationalities who review over 300 airlines from September 2018 to May 2019. That's all.
Hey there, this presentation will be engaging about Porter's 5 process model, which mainly identifies and analyzes an industry or a company's strengths and weakness. Now let's move into the further explanation of this.
The Porter's five forces models are threat to new entry, bargaining power of supplier, bargaining power of buyer, threat to substitute products, and the last one, rivalry among existing competitor. And after that, I'll discuss about these models. The first one is threat to new entry. In AirAsia, loyalty of customer is weak as increasing in the number of airline competitors such as Jetstar and Tiger Airways, which are also promote low-cost fare, may decrease the shifting cost of the customer, lead to decrease of AirAsia's customer loyalty. The next one is bargaining power of buyer. Here I can say that the bargaining power of buyers is strong when the switching cost of airlines is low, and here AirAsia switching cost is also low. And I can also add that AirAsia offers cheaper flights with better quality compared to similar competitor. And the next one is bargaining power of supplier. For AirAsia, I can say that the switching cost of AirAsia has a low bargaining power compared to its suppliers because of its high switching cost. And there are some suppliers such as fuel supplier, merchandise suppliers, or food suppliers, and they mainly depend on market condition. And the next one is threat of substitute products. Yes, of switching, as there are approximately 59 low-cost airline operating in the industry, it is always easily for the customer to look for alternative. It is also because they are providing same service to the customer, which is sent to their customer to their destination by flight. And the next one is rivalry among existing competitor. Here I can say that the number of customer is not huge, and the another one is low price services of other airlines. And that's all I have to say.
In this stage, I'll discuss with you SWOT analysis of AirAsia, recommendation for AirAsia, and conclusion. So let's start. Strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threat. Analysis of them is called SWOT analysis. Yes, we done SWOT analysis of AirAsia. The strengths are offer on ticket price, increase the growth of revenue, less distribution and operating cost. The opportunities are new routes, increase of customer range, as well as there are some weakness and threats. The weakness are updating system cost, maintaining capacity is not enough of AirAsia. The threats are new airlines, oil price, world politics, all of them are changing very fast, and cope up with them is a very hard task. Everything has its own demands, and AirAsia is not above them. So we have some recommendations. First of all, increase utilization of aircraft, ensure less flight delay, extra seat availability, extra luggage allowances. After all discussion, you may understand that AirAsia is much better choice as we discussed. So why not you choose AirAsia for your better and safety travel? You should think about that.